Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is my second video of this sem. As you know, my name is Deepak Prasad. I am studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. So today's subject is Introduction to Python Programming. Subject code is BPLCK205B. I study in Devu class Sem 2. So let's see today's topic. Today we are going to discuss about comments and Boolean operators in Python. Here we are going to discuss about the comments, Boolean operators and its types in Python. So this is the table of contents for today's video. First we'll start with the introduction. We'll see about comments, Boolean values or operators. Then at last we'll go to logical operators. So introduction. Let's get started with Python. What is Python? Python is a popular programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and was released in the year 1991. It is used for web development, software development, mathematics, system scripting, and like these, there are many more applications. Python was basically designed for readability and has some similarities to the English language with some influence of mathematics also. It is one of the easiest language to understand. Now, let's start with the topics for today. First topic for today is comments in Python. As programs get bigger and more complicated, they get more difficult to read. Program is often difficult to look at a piece of code and figure out what it is doing or why that is happening. For this reason, it is a good idea to add notes to a program to explain in natural languages what the program is doing. These notes are called comments, and in Python they start with the hash symbol. Here are some examples for comments in Python. Compute the percentage of r that has elapsed percentage. This sentence is known as the comment. Percentage is equal to minute into 100 by 60. This is the formula. So the compiler does not execute the sentence which is in the hash line. We can also put comments at the end of a line like percentage is equal to minute into 100 by 60 percentage hash of percentage of an hour. This hash of percentage of an hour is not executed by a compiler. So now coming to the types of comments, basically there are two types of comments: single line comment and multi-line comments. Single line comments begin with the hash character. Anything that is written in a single line after hash is considered as a comment. The syntax for writing a single line comment is hash and comments here. The comments which are in a single line is nothing but single line comments. Multi-line comments, Python does not support multi-line comments. However, there are multiple ways to overcome the issue. None of these ways are technically multi-line comments, but you can use them as one. The first way is by using hash at the beginning of each line of the comment. Boolean operators in Python. There are two types of operators in Python that return Boolean values, that is logical operators and comparison operators. Since both the operators have return types as Boolean, they are also termed Boolean operators. First, coming to the comparison operator. If you were to choose a stream between science, commerce, or humanities, you would weigh out their pros and cons, and accordingly, you would take a decision. When we want to decide two or more options, we compare them based on their weights. So, comparison operators is nothing but when we have two operators and we have to decide within these two options, we use the comparison operators. Next, coming to the logical operators. The logical operators are nothing but and, or, and not operators. They are also referred to as Boolean operators. So basically, and operator and or operator require two operands, which due to which they are also called as binary operators. On the other hand, not operator is a unary operator which works on a single operand. So these are the logical operators. Types of comparison operators. There are basically 6 types of comparison operators. You can see the title, description with an example, and also the output on the screen. First operator is equal to operator. The description is it results true if the two operands are equal and false if unequal. So You can see an example over here. Print 1 is equal to 1. 1 is double equal to 1. It prints true as both the operands are equal. If the operands are unequal, it returns false. Now, next operator is not equal to operator. So its description is it results in true if the two operands are unequal and false if equal. Now coming to the example, print 3 is not equal to 2. So the output will be true because 3 is not equal to 2, and the compiler understands that. Next operator is less than operator. It results true. It results in true if we have a if the first operand is smaller than the second operand, or else it returns false. For example, print 1 is less than 1. It returns false because we know that the compiler knows that 1 is equal to 1, but 1 is not less than 1. Next operator is greater than operator. It results in a true if first operand is greater than the second, else a false. The example is given over here. Print 1 is greater than 1. It returns false because we know 1 is equal to 1, but 1 is not greater than 1. Next operator is less than or equal to is less than or equal to operator. It results in true if the first operand is lesser than or equal to the second, or else it returns false. Example, print 3 or less than or equal to 2. It returns false because 3 is greater than 2 and the compiler knows that. Next operator is greater than or equal to. It results true if the first operand is greater than the second operand. Example, print 1 is greater than or equal to 1. It returns true because although we know that 1 is not greater than 1, but 1 is equal to 1. So these were the types of comparison operators. Now coming to the types of logical operators, there are basically three types of logical operators: and, or, and not. As I mentioned earlier. So and description is nothing but if both are true, it returns true. It is represented by x and y. Next, or operator. Or operator description is the expression is true if one of the both expressions is true. Its representation is given by x or y. Not operator. The description of not operator is the expression returns true only if false, and it returns false if it is true. Its representation is given by not x. Next, coming to the truth tables of respective logical operators. First one is AND operator. As I mentioned earlier, in AND operator, if both the expressions are true, it returns true, or else it's false. You can see over here, if x and y are false, then it's false. True, false, 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 true, false, true, true, true. This is the truth table of AND operator. Now coming to the truth table of OR operator. Since I mentioned earlier, if one of the expression is true, then result is also true. So you can see over here, first one, when x is false, y is false, the returned expression is false. Next, true, false, you can see the expression is true. False, true, 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 false. So this is the truth table of the OR operator. Next, coming to the truth table of not operator. As I said earlier, if the expression is true, it returns false, and if the expression is false, it returns true. So you can see over here, when x is true, not of x is false. When x is false, not of x is true. So this is our conclusion. Boolean operators can be used for various purposes. Some common usages are testing of conditions in if statements. It can also be used as conjunctions. Python are widely used and have numerous applications in function and conditional statements. Truth table are used to summarize the output of these operators. Comparison operators can also be chained for ease of coding, but might lead to a short circuiting. Thank you everyone. Hope you like this video. Hope this video was informative. Please like the video as it carries marks.